Hello everybody, this is Brandon with ExpeditiousFool.com, putting mindfulness in motion here with your Lightworkers card pool. And today we have the King of Swords. All right, so the King of Swords today, what that's speaking to me. Now the King of Swords in its standard position, in its power, and its balance, can be very, very creative. A high thinker, high level thinker usually comes up with a decision that's best for everybody. Really, really good at strategic thinking as well as leading. It's somebody that's in power but is not too over-consumed by their power because they know that that's not the smartest choice, right? And the thing with the King of Swords here to remember, though, that's speaking out to me specifically for this community is in the spiritual community, a lot of times as we go through awakenings, as a lot of times we have different samadhi experiences, different realizations, go through a dark night of soul, heal, learn the lesson, go through a dark night of soul, heal, learn the lesson, we get this sense of progression, right? Which is what keeps us going. It's what keeps us inspired to continue the spiritual practice, right? But that sense of progress, that progress that's going on, we have to make sure that we don't get proud of it, right? So with the spirituality path, it's a little bit different. Pride is not necessarily a good thing, okay? Because if we're proud of us progressing too much, what we run into is looking at other people that maybe haven't followed the same path as us. We look down at them maybe with disdain or even in some cases I've seen flat out disrespect from people that are in a spiritual community to others that are in the spiritual community. Oh, well, they don't understand it. And really everybody's on their own path, or on their own journey. And you may have learned lessons in this, and this, so you're progressed in this way, and that's awesome. But that same person that you're looking at with disdain may have progressed in 5 other ways you know nothing about, right? So we really can't judge that. Plus, on a spiritual journey, essentially, it's a path. If you're doing it efficiently, it's a path on which you're learning about yourself and learning to eventually dissolve the self. So therefore, you see the other person as you anyways. So therefore, you can't be above yourself, right? Everything is divine. Everything is magic. So make sure not to get too much on your high horse during your spiritual journey or during any of your journeys in life. Always try and look for ways to help versus ways to be the one on top, if that makes sense. Be the smarter one in the situation. That's a lot of times in the spiritual communities, especially with social media out there. A post goes out there and there will be a couple genuine comments, and a lot of people like to jump on there though just to say their own spin on it or to give their take of knowledge or what have you, and try and refute the meme, which is good wisdom, and try and be like, well, that it actually came from this source, or it did this, or focus on all these details instead of let the wisdom ring through, right? And us in the spiritual community and as light workers, that's what we should be doing. If you have something to say on a post, that's excellent. Positive things, like when I go to somebody else's page, that's one of the things I do. I don't have much of this problem on Instagram, but I do see it a lot in the Facebook communities and things like that. Instagram, it's not quite as prevalent, but it still is, because people just they want to chime in with that versus really letting the information soak in or letting the wisdom soak in and then deciding how you feel about it at a different time, right? And that's the worry with the King of Swords, is if it gets out of balance, it can become more like a bully, right? It can become more just speaking to speak, very egocentric, full of self, but no understanding of self, if that makes sense. All right. I hope this message came through for y'all today. I hope you understood. Thank you so much for watching each and every day. Y'all tune in anytime. I'll be here every single morning. doing the Lightworker card pull and my morning motivation. And make sure to join us live 9:30 a.m. every weekday. Mindful Mornings at Grove Park. Get you some tools for your mindfulness toolbox. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Tune in, and y'all have a great day on purpose.